Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. WGRD FM Grand Rapids. 97.9 GRD.
97.9 GRD. It's the Free Beer and Hot Wings Show. Cloudy and cool. 68 the high. 54 downtown.
We were just talking about how much fun we had over the weekend. I mean, well, Hot Wings and I first drove everywhere. Mm-hmm. We were at the Score on Friday night. Mm-hmm. That was a blast.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah, we were really
just
hanging out, and we were getting final qualifiers for the scooter and the wakeboard or not the wakeboard, the stand-up board.
Yeah.
Paddleboard. Yeah. And the surfboard.
The real surfboard.
So many boards. Mm-hmm. Many boards to be given away on Saturday when we were at Platinum Power Sports.
Where we did the reverse drawing. And then down to Allegan for the county fair.
Pretty awesome.
Where we did the mud race and derby. Where we demolished each other.
Oh, boy, did we.
Why'd we wait till the end of the summer to give away all the cool summer stuff?
If you did it at the beginning, it wouldn't.
Yeah, then
you got to build it up.
But you're right. A good point. It should be the Summer Bash snowblower giveaway.
Kind of. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like all the stuff for fall.
Here's this
that's
brand
true.
new stand-up
you should
paddleboard.
qualify people all winter for all the cool summer stuff.
Quickly use it before the upwelling makes the water 40 degrees in Grand Haven.
Yeah, we got to fix that.
Well, it was still nice.
It was. Yeah, we had a great time.
Great prizes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to thank Grand Rapids Grand Prix because they let me borrow a helmet. I did not have one. I was going to buy one, and I don't have any helmet vehicles. So
you just pulled in Byron Center? And
yeah.
You're like, hey,
that's
friends,
exactly it.
Will you give me a helmet? I'll bring it right back.
And they said,
filled
yeah.
with sweat.
Yeah. Sweat and
But I bet they gave you the bonnet, too.
And mud. Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. I put the bonnet on, so that the helmet, which was brand new in the box, didn't even need that, but they were nice enough to go,
wow,
this has never been worn before.
You talked to Victor?
Oh, man, now.
I talked to Victor.
Yeah,
nice.
Did you?
They're great people.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but you do. He demands that you call him Victor.
Victor.
Yeah, I don't know when that started exactly. But the last time I was around him, he goes, please, it's not Victor, it's Victor. All right, I guess. I mean, if you demand that I say that.
Yes, sir, comrade.
Now, it would have never occurred to me to borrow a helmet from those guys. I certainly could have used the head sock because the helmet I was using. Now, we were at Platinum Power Sports earlier in the day.
Helmet.
And I needed a new helmet because I've got an ATV now. And if you ever want to take those to any of the state parks, you have to wear a helmet.
Oh, okay.
And my helmet is ancient. I bought it when I had a motorcycle. And when I got the motorcycle was 1993.
Okay.
So it's got the spike coming out of the top of it.
It's a Kaiser helmet. Yeah, of course. Well, the inside, just the lining, there's like felt lining inside of there, and it's disintegrating.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't know that until last year when we did the event, and I took it off, and I go, what is all this stuff? And I go, oh, my God, the helmet's disintegrating. So at Platinum, I bought a new helmet, but I didn't want it to get muddy, so I took my old helmet.
Oh, jeez.
It's a helmet,
yeah,
man.
Can you wash
I know,
it off?
But it was brand new. I didn't want to ruin it.
I don't like mud on my helmet.
No, but we're
now
getting in all these sketchy cars, and
you're talking about you bought it to go ATVing in state parks.
What do you mean you're getting in sketchy cars?
Oh, no,
they're made for demo derby.
Right.
That's
they're gross. They're
they are gross.
What's it going to do to a helmet?
Joe took an entire video of the puddle and cigarette butts and bugs
audio?
that are in there.
Well, no, I saw it, but it's not going to hurt your helmet.
Jim told us that there have been raccoons in the car before.
With the drivers, he said this is a real thing. Listen, this is a real thing. Never just get out of your car. If you're in danger, start waving your hands. I don't care if there's a... This scared me kind of because he goes, if there's a fire, don't get out of the car, wave your hands, we'll come see what's up. If there's a piece of the drive shaft sticking up through the driver's side,
into your thigh,
through the floor and into your thigh, don't get out of the car. You might not want to be moved. That could be worse. And I'm like, has that happened? And then when he was like, if there's a raccoon running around, which has happened, don't get out of the car. And I'm like, wait, but the raccoon has happened. Got that to worry about for sure in real life.
Yeah.
Fires probably happened. Tell me more about these things that stick into my thighs. What?
Yeah. That doesn't seem as made up as it did a second ago.
It doesn't, no.
Here's some audio Joe sent me from his car from Saturday night.
Undisputed champion.
Just noticed water up here. That means at some point when I got hit, some of my garbage puddle came up, and I'm pretty sure now it's on my clothing.
In that 4-cylinder stock class.
So,
Let's get them ready, guys.
Things couldn't be worse for me.
You have to know.
Things couldn't be worse for me.
I don't know if I
Such an overreactor.
It is not, man.
No,
this
it was
this
really
garbage
gross.
puddle was bad. It was.
gross.
It had a pack of cigarettes, and so all the tar had leaked out to become the brown puddle, and then there was like chicken bones and cigarette butts and dip in there. Like everyone just used that.
bone.
Well, yeah, because I mean these things have a rough life from wherever
The roughest lives.
from whatever yard they've been sitting in for about 10 years, and then they go to a salvage place, and then people pick stuff off of them.
Yeah.
People live in 'em.
And as they're going along, people throw garbage in there, like you said. I mean, so like they all had stuff in them.
It's now that is
a little gross.
what it was.
I still don't
or
see
that-
what it would do to a helmet that couldn't be washed off with a damp cloth.
I didn't say
No,
helmet.
it
I
shut-
meant my
yeah,
clothing,
but it
and on my,
yeah.
I could feel
Yeah.
it on my neck. I'm
No,
like,
but-
oh, now
See-
I'm the garbage.
See, that's the thing. You've never had a brand new helmet before. It doesn't even matter. If your brand new boots, they're cowboy boots. They're meant to get scuffed up and dirty. But the day you bought them, you would not put them on to go to the fair. Right?
They're made for the fair.
But
They are
you
made for
wouldn't.
the fair.
You would not walk across the mud puddle pit that we
No,
were
probably not.
driving in with your brand new boots because they're brand new. A year from now, who cares?
Yeah.
You won't care then. Day you buy them, though, I just bought the helmet, and it looks so nice and clean and pristine. Nothing's fallen out of it. And I didn't want to wreck it. I didn't want to get it covered in mud chunklets.
Dude.
Because that's what we were covered in.
pre-puddle. That's just there. And the other side had a puddle, too.
Of all the people to get that, you're the one who would be most grossed out by it, Joe.
And, yeah.
it
And I was.
gross. Oh, yeah. Well, mine had water in it, too. Not as good as yours, though, because mine still technically had carpet to absorb it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then, I have audio. Did you have the audio of Hot Wings making a speech?
I have the other piece of audio. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
1 second. Here it is.
Undisputed champion.
That's not it. This will be it.
No, I can't thank Allegan County Fair, obviously, and you guys at Unique Motorsports enough. I mean, what a blast! Are you guys having fun?
Trees staring.
We are. I'm so.
Storylines.
We also got to thank After Hours Towing for supplying the cars.
Looking like a handsome Spongebob.
Dump it. Dump it.
I didn't hear that.
Jeez, Joe, don't you remember what you say?
Yeah.
Before you go,
And
"Put
that's
this
why I
on."
said, Justin, in these videos, I make cuss words.
I heard one. I didn't hear that one.
And that's what you said. You
That's
said
a
it.
big one. I'd
I'd like to thank trees and staring.
I might have said that. I didn't
And
say the
looking
last
like
thing.
a handsome smug.
Oh, I thought it said a handsome Spongebob.
A handsome SpongeBob.
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
what I said.
That's legit
definitely
what I thought it said.
We've always said that he's a handsome SpongeBob.
That's,
I thought you meant
that's
Squidward.
what I've often said about myself. I sound like Squidward, but
was
I
like-
look like a handsome SpongeBob.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe it
I
means
know.
Squidward.
That's why I said it.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked how before the race we were all painting our cars. I'm watching Hot Wings as he's spray painting something on his front bumper. And I look back and he goes, "Oh man, you got the red paint. I misspelled a word."
I misspelled depends.
He wrote, "It
I
depends."
wrote it depends. And I step back and I go, and I used a cuss.
Googly moogly.
And he had it
and
centered so perfectly.
It
too.
was. I had it perfect for depends, but then I screwed it up and I go, oh man, I ended at the wrong part. Gotta fix this. Can't
So
have it spelled
luckily,
wrong.
luckily his car was red and one of the colors of paint that we had was red, so he was able
Yeah.
to easily fix that mistake.
It was running just a little bit though after that, but it was fine. And then you had your can of spray paint taped to your back bumper. I don't know what happened to that. It
Yeah, I
blowed
hope
up.
I hope it exploded. I'm sure it fell off after about because
I'm sure it just fell off.
I used duct tape that had shards of glass embedded in it, so I don't know how strong the tape actually was.
Yeah, I was going to use some of that duct tape for something, and then I started to peel mine off too, and I go, oh, that's where the glass edges are. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. But what a blast. It was
Seems
so much
like it.
fun.
Yeah, yet another. Now, okay, I chose that car over the minivan, even though after last year, I told myself, minivan. If you can get a minivan, get the minivan. And I said, I don't want that minivan. that's got foam around the battery. The hood was up. I'm like, this looks all.
It looked a little sketch,
Yeah,
but
it did.
I think they foam in all
Yep,
the batteries,
they totally
so
do.
they don't get loose.
They do.
It's a good move.
He told us that after, and and obviously he came in second place. Jimson Jr.
Jimson Jr.
Yeah. Jim Jr. son.
Jimerson.
Yeah, the minivans. I didn't think that they would be as good for the race we were in, but when you get to demo derby part, that is where they excel, and that is where Junior Jim Jr.
Son.
The second mutilated my spinal column
You got you a good one.
and central nervous system.
Yeah.
Because it's on video, and I can see. I knew what happened, but it's different to be able to see it and go, oh, that actually did happen the way I thought it did. Because I was lining up, I was backing up, because you want to hit people with the back of your car in demo derby. And so I had Steve squared up, the side of Steve's van, and I'm backing up. And we did make a little bit of contact, not super solid, but I got him. But what also happened was Steve's van was a perfect screen for Junior Jim Jr.'s second son. And so as soon as Steve moved out of the way, other minivan is already got a full head of steam and just blasted into my back end, and I did not see it coming.
Whoops.
And I go, oh, and now it hurts to turn my head sideways.
Yeah.
Like I feel like my adenoids are all swollen, like all through, like seriously, all through here,
Even if you're right, that was the most Hot Wings way to say it.
like all through here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like my adenoids
No,
are
you
really
know, like
swollen up.
when you get the flu and like you swell up on one
yeah.
side, like that whole area right there, it feels like I'm sick, except that it hurts super bad.
So your boys got to see you though.
Oh yeah, they did.
You had to win. You couldn't let your kids down.
Yeah.
I felt
That's
like
why
I
we
felt
lost
like I had to
intentionally.
win.
You guys
I felt
definitely
like
threw
I
the
had
race
to.
for Hot Wings, right?
Yes.
That's what brothers would do.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I
you
did.
No,
sure?
I kicked their asses is what it was. I'll tell you what the key was.
Yeah.
See, because I know
He was spraying Joe's windshield first.
I'm
and
a
then
racer.
Steve's. Oh, yeah.
Because here's what happened. The first 2 laps, I was in the lead.
Okay.
And then my car just shut off. And so I got spun and I got run into. And at that point, I was like 3/4 of a lap down. But I came storming back because what would happen is that I would get a full head of steam and those minivans make for a perfect bounce off point. So I would just squeeze as they were heading into the corner. I would just squeeze in and bounce off them and then turn.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sliding. I wasn't understeering.
Strategy.
Yeah.
4 wheels turns better than, or 8 wheels turns better than 4.
Absolutely.
Now, Hot Wings,
So-
how many races have you won when I've been there?
None.
Yeah.
None. That one, though.
Hate to bring you back early from bragging camp, but I
yeah.
got 2 giant trophies.
I was
Yeah, I
screwed,
guess,
and that wasn't a demolition derby that time. I
said
just
races.
had a geriatric person in my way.
I also won the off-road demo derby time trial that we had that day by a full second out of Berlin.
What about go-karts? How'd that go for you?
Yeah.
I didn't win go-karts.
No.
Yeah.
That's not a race. That's a time trial.
No, that was
was a
definitely a
race.
race.
It
We
was
were
a race.
So
racing,
Hot
yeah.
Wings did have
Race.
1 win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
So
Yeah. I do want to talk. Now, I mean, Jim's got it figured out. Jim Trollard, who runs Unique Motorsports. But that thing that we did at Berlin that time, if he were to handle that, because he's really good at that, where it was it was a smaller area but dry, and the figure they do a figure 8.
I've always been so jealous that you
but
guys
with
did
having
that.
those little jumps in there,
there were
made
jumps
it
and then
hilarious.
one end had a mini loop on it.
Yeah.
Almost like a traffic circle
Yeah, it was
in the
Yeah.
track.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It was, and that was absolutely ridiculous. It was so much fun.
You taught. That's exactly what you guys. I got here, and from the day I started, you have said this exact same thing, and I was like, "Well, it's almost time for that. That time is coming up.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna get to do that thing."
Yeah.
And then they never did it again.
That's the crazy
Ever.
thing too. With they had what would best be described as a bump. It couldn't have been more than 8 inches
No.
tall, But when you hit that with a front-wheel drive car at 20 miles an hour, whatever we were doing, maybe only 15, but you would get just enough air that your head every time would hit the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
But it was hilarious. It was just so stupid.
What is the big event that the gym has coming up? The season finale.
That is Mitten Madness. They do it every year. This year, it's September 28th and 29th, so two weeks away. And drivers from all over the state come to compete in it. It's an $18,000 purse. I mean, that's serious money. Normally for a certain week, like depending on what heat you're running or what event, it might be like $750 or $1,000. So there's $18,000 on the line at the Otsego County Fairgrounds in Gaylord. It's a huge event. Everybody can go out. If you've got a car, I think you can run it. All the information is on their webpage or on Facebook. You can find them as well.
And again, thanks to the Allegan County Fair. Who was the towing company that built the cars?
After Hours Towing.
After Hours Towing. Yeah.
After Hours Towing.
They did all that in about 24 hours. They prepped 4 cars for us to destroy.
The one guy, I forget his name, he said that he was told a couple days earlier, hey, man, got to have these ready for Saturday. Put the least effort into them as possible.
Yeah. And he goes, so I did.
That's perfect. I mean, they shouldn't build top-end cars that could win the feature.
No, this was truly knock the glass out, put a bar behind us, a bar on the driver's door,
fence post,
and put a post in the middle to keep the roof from caving in if we get flipped.
Oh, the race right after us, somebody rolled over really good.
Yeah.
We were standing there talking after they towed us away, and I just happened to be looking right over at the track, and then I see car come into the turn, and I see its roof, then it's side, then it's bottom, then it's roof again.
That's awesome.
I'm not going to lie. If I flip, I'm going to not do it anymore.
I think that's fair, but you're not going to.
I mean, you don't
I feel
know
confident that I won't.
Maybe
I haven't even felt close yet.
You can't turn down a race, though. You say that now.
That's true.
It's in your blood.
It is. You said yourself you're a racer.
That's
are
true.
a
I was
racer.
born to race.
Swollen adenoids brought to you by Pennzoil. That's it.
Yeah, I am sore as hell, though.
I'll rub you down.
Well, that was good.
I'd like
I
to
wish I
thank
could
my
be there.
adenoids for not swelling up on me. It was hard on turn 3, lap 78, but they stuck.
Yeah, that caravan bumper really got me.
I bet it did. It looked like it did.